Hi, we're looking at Gmail today, and this is part one of our Gmail series, Labels. Labels are similar to folders in other email programs, and the nice thing about them is that you can apply more than one per message or conversation. So you'll see I have used labels in my inbox to organize some of my messages. You'll see labels attached here with the different colors. I have a Rachel label, a Web Analytics label, Ignite, and you'll see a whole list of labels here on the left-hand side of my email inbox. So on Cassandra's message, though, I have more than one. So it's like making multiple copies of a message to stick it in different folders. We don't have to do that anymore. We can just apply multiple labels. You can apply multiple labels in Settings and in the Labels tab. There are system labels at the top. I can create new labels of my own at the bottom. Let's say I'll create, for this example, CCMS, and you'll see it populated over in my list right away. I prefer creating labels on the fly, though. Let's take a look at this message here, and I can say, oh, you know what, I want to label this with CR48. So I am just going to create a new label, CR48. And you'll see that not only did I create the label, but it went ahead and applied it to this message. And I could also go ahead and add a second tag, and maybe even a third, or a fourth, or a fifth. So I think that's the easiest way to create and add labels, is using that labels drop down in an individual message. But I could also click multiple messages, and you see I have the 4 messages clicked here, and add a label all at once. You'll notice that I've color-coded my labels to make it a little easier visually to see the differences. And to do that, over here on the left-hand side of your inbox where your list of labels is, you'll notice that when I hover over a label, there's a little triangle that appears. So for that new CCMS label, I can give it a different color. And if you're watching up at the top of the message list, you'll see the CCMS change from a light green to the bright blue. Those labels in your list that are bold, those have unread messages, and it tells you in parentheses how many unread messages you have. And then before we end this quick phase 1, remember 2 things. The star, which is a powerful label, especially for important messages or ones that you use frequently. When you star messages, they show up really quickly when you kind of do a query for starred messages. And then there's also a starred division where those can reside. And the search in Gmail is pretty amazing. It's fast and accurate. So as I'm typing Connor, I had a few different options there. So I originally just pulled email messages that included Connor in one form or another. And let's say I'm looking for a message specifically from Connor. So if I do a from and a colon Connor, aha, there's the message that I'm looking for. And there are some other tips as far as from to subject, but that gives you an idea. We'll dig deeper the next time. So that's it for Gmail labels. Thanks.